Emerlynn, who is within the network, and she happens to be at a network, fortunately for her, that already shows that diversity sells, so your job maybe is made a little bit easier, but tell us what you're doing behind the scenes.
Sure. So creative talent development and inclusion for the Disney ABC TV group. It's an exciting time to be working in television, especially at where I am, because growing up in Hawaii, I never thought that I'd actually see not just one Asian American family on a TV show, but two. And then to also see a lead Asian female helming, or not helming, but just being the lead of one of our top dramas this season on Quantico. It's now gotten to a point where now I can call my mom and tell her to stop watching her Korean soap operas because now we're on primetime television. And the job that I have helps to sort of ensure that there is a productive and positive engagement with these multi-ethnic coalition groups, and to find talent for us to work with and to put them in front of the decision makers, in front of our executives, and in front of our showrunners. And that's one of the challenges that we have, but we try to create opportunities such as we'll have networking mixers. The past couple of weeks we were working on two directors mixers, and that was to find directors who necessarily haven't directed on any of our Disney ABC series and bring them in and meet with our executives and our showrunners and just put them on the radar for potential directing opportunities for the 16-17 season. And we've been getting a lot of positive feedback from our producers that it was a great event and that they're actually looking at some of these directors to potentially give them episodes. And so that's one thing. And we also have our writing and directing programs in which we've launched some of our launched writers. I think in the previous panel you met two of them, which was Cindy Fang and Peter Saji. And now what we're working on is creating career longevity and working with our alumni who have now risen through the ranks and thinking of them for potential development with ABC Studios and with our producers who have overall deals, so that they could be in a position to hire and help launch the careers of emerging talent.
So it's a bit of a chicken and egg problem, but I'm wondering if you can help us untangle it. You already have shows that obviously are diverse and that are doing very well. When did it start? Did it start with executives? I know the network is actually run by a woman of color. Mm-hmm. You have casting people with people of color. You have key executives that are that. So clearly the message has gotten out there. You have the right voices in the room. But at one point that wasn't the case. What do you think spurred the change?
I think working closely with the coalition groups, we meet with them once a year, and we talk about the numbers because we do track representation in front of the camera and behind the camera. And with this talk of diversity and with the past, the whitewashing in casting lately, it has placed a greater importance of the things that we are doing in creative talent development. So we are looking at that, and it's created a dialogue amongst our executives. And they're very much aware of what the needs are, and that our shows should look a little bit more of what our reality is in the world. That when we step outside, that's reflective in our shows.